Hey guys, I'm Lauren, and I'm still in the thick of motherhood.
And I'm Mandy on the other side of it. Kind of like the house is so quiet and I don't really know how I feel about it still yet.
And this is the Empty Nest Mom podcast, where we talk about motherhood from both sides.
What happens after the kids grow up?
And how to find yourself again.
You know, somewhere in the middle of all of it.
All right, let's jump in.
So, can we just talk about the little things for a second? Because I feel like we spend so much of our lives just waiting for these big things, the vacations, the milestones, the big moments, but lately I just feel like it's been like the tiny things that have saved my day, like just the little things that I've needed.
Yeah, I feel like as you get older, it's those little things like going to get a coffee or your kid saying, I love you out of nowhere,
Yes,
unprompted.
yes, exactly. And then it's like, oh, what happened? Why are they being so nice to
What
me?
did you do?
Yeah. Look around the house. Why is it quiet? Those good things. I
Exactly.
remember those days
Yeah,
extremely well. And you remember probably what you were doing.
we're not going to talk about that.
So I do want to talk about a place that I went. Like I want to tell you about it.
Okay.
So I, as you know, I had met Michelle.
Mhm.
We had like this little girls weekend and it was for my birthday, kind of like late, but just we like to kind of celebrate it no matter what, right?
Right.
And so we decided we were going to meet in Franklin, Tennessee. And so I I had actually never been to like Franklin, like in Franklin and spent any time. Like I've traveled through it, but never had like spent any time there. So we had an amazing time and I'll share some more stuff later. But I wanted to talk to you because it's spring, right? We're getting there and it's getting warm and all these good things. And they had the cutest plant shop.
I'm jealous.
I know. I know. I knew you would be. But so we were like, driving through and I don't know what it was, but you're driving along the thing and it's like your head goes like this and you're like, she's like, plant shop.
And you immediately did a U-turn.
Yes. Yes. It's like, oh, stop. But it was so cute. It was down on their little like main strip. And let's see, it was called Rooted.
That's
Rooted. Yeah,
cute.
it is cute, and I don't know how to say the other part, but it was, like, Rooted from Yarrow Farms or something like that, and it was, like, um, a plant little plant shop in, Franklin. It was kind of their little thing with it. It was so cute. We did a video, on that, and we posted it, so if we could tag that, just kinda gives them some insight with it. It was absolutely adorable. You would have loved it too because it had like terrarium stuff on it. They had like terrarium kits.
That's
And
cool.
then they did classes. And then I couldn't help but think of Quinn when I saw the Venus flytrap. They had tons of them. And, it's usually those little places, like when you go in those little places, the nooks of them, they're like usually super expensive, but it really was not bad at all. Like I was impressed.
That's even better.
I know. I know. And so they had like the little spider plants and I think they were like I want to say they were like $6.99 and you can get so many shoots from it with it and it was just like the little ones, little baby violets and stuff, just all kinds of different things. And well, Michelle had went in because she'd wanted to get a snake plant for her office. We didn't
Okay.
find one there because they were kind of really big ones.
Yeah, like
Um
the tall ones.
yeah, yeah, and she kinda wanted a smaller one, but Trader Joe's for the win on that. I mean,
Woot woot.
those are cheap, and I love Trader Joe's plants. But it was adorable. I got, like don't tell your sister, but I got a flower press for her. It's like a pocket one, so when she's hiking or something like that, then you can put the little flower and it was
That is
so
so
cute. I'd
cute.
never really thought of that, but that's like a great, like, Easter basket gift, right?
Yes. Yes.
And then they just had they had shirts and, it would actually even be good for photography if they let you do that.
Ooh,
Yeah,
yeah.
it was filled. They had all kinds of just little things, and the girl there she was so nice and so helpful. We talked to her for a while and chatted it up, and she was just very helpful. It was just a very, very, very nice place, so I just wanted to give a shout out for it because I really, really liked it. Definitely, definitely, definitely would go back to that one just because it was cute, the vibe was so awesome, they had shirts. It was a very, very nice experience. Loved it. So cute. You would have loved the vibe. Absolutely loved it. So, but um on the other side of that, let's get an update. How is the van?
I mean, the van is no longer,
Still no longer. It's not going to come back.
it's not coming back, unfortunately. If you've been following along at all, we've been door dashing. I've made about $120 total door dashing. And unfortunately, after my mom left, our whole family got super sick and we've been out of commission for a week. But I don't know, we're,
Well, I think you also got signed up for Spark, didn't you?
yes.
Yeah.
So
So you're going to
gonna
start
switch
a van dash.
that. Yeah. Just gonna try to get something, at least a down payment would be nice, but
Yeah.
we're just
Yeah.
figuring it out as we go. Whatever I can do to kind of chip away at getting a new vehicle would be ideal.
Right, right, and you're looking at a van, so if anyone has any ideas or sees any great deals,
Right, like,
or has any
yeah,
insights,
yeah, absolutely. I mean,
van
send
or
them
I
my
think you're
way.
looking at, like, a van or a Honda Pilot, is something like I know you like Hondas and I really like Toyotas, kind of
Yes.
in the
Yeah,
yeah,
Honda is my number 1, um, just for reliability. I would really love another van because that was just perfect,
yeah, it
but
worked for everything with photography and all that stuff, yeah,
travel and yeah, yeah,
yeah,
so
yeah. Well, that's good though, I mean, it's still going positive, everyone's feeling better.
yeah, I don't know, and just everyone's feeling better, but I'm still so mentally drained from
Yeah,
like,
I
it's like
get
you
that.
never recover and you just have to adapt to everything that comes at you after the fact.
Well, and can moms actually ever be sick? Just ever be sick and lay down and sit there and actually get well? No, no.
No, I mean, I was still having to clean up after the children and everything, so it's
Yeah.
like,
And I think there was one point you called me and you were like, "Oh, I wish I wanted my mom," or something like that. And then Quinn's going, Mom, are you sleeping?"
yeah,
And
yeah,
it's like, oh,
and it's like, in those moments, I need my own mom.
right. And it's like survival mode. And it's like survival of the fittest. You know what I mean? And nobody's fit at that point.
No. But on a positive note, I have been getting the greenhouse ready.
Oh,
I did a TikTok on my little babies, like I call them.
yes. It's
I have
so
so many starts
exciting.
ready, and then I think when you get here, we're gonna go get the flooring
Yeah, that'll be
and
super
start
fun.
that now that the weather hasn't been absolutely
Yeah,
jacked up.
yeah, trying to get some landscaping and stuff done, and we put the one
Yes.
out about, um, the rain barrels, which, Sabrina had commented, had an excellent idea for that stuff on there. I didn't
Really?
realize yeah, if you'll look at that comment, I didn't realize or even think about if you got the dark one, how it would, make the greenhouse actually feel inside and everything, like, it really like, the humidity, it kinda changes and makes the stuff I didn't have any idea with that, so we'll have to check that out.
Okay.
Lots of good, you know, helpful things on that, so I really appreciated that.
Yeah, and I just it's been little tiny things, like you said in the beginning, that have been bringing me joy, like going out to the greenhouse every day
Yeah,
and seeing new sprouts and new little things, and, like, we went out today because 'cause it's been much nicer here in
yeah.
KC, and, we actually found, like, 2 fuzzy caterpillars, and, it was just
I
the
bet
little
Quinn
things.
loved that.
Yes, she did. She
I
really
bet
did.
you did.
Okay, but now I need to know about your outfit.
Oh, yeah, yeah, the my flag shirt one?
Yes, it looked so good on you.
Really actually, I posted that.
Mhm.
I don't know if you saw it,
I did.
but it was Amazon, and I actually
It was
posted that.
Amazon?
Yeah, I posted it because, it was A, so comfy, B,
Right.
I just felt like it was super cute and
So
such a
cute.
great transition piece.
Yes.
I mean, and my vision is beach, mountains, either way, wherever we're at, going
Yeah.
and doing stuff with it, it really is universal. I mean, I can, seriously see myself walking on the beach when it's cool and the wind's blowing, but then I can also see myself in the mountains and stuff going too, so it's like, heck yeah.
But also, I don't know, when I saw that picture of you in that outfit, I was like, "Man, that is my mom." Like, that is such your style.
Trending. Yeah, I really did like it. It was very comfortable, and plus it was baggy enough so that um, if I go up in size or down a little bit, then it's not really affected, right? So it's kind of,
Don't even look at that,
yeah.
gosh.
Well, I think you do at my age just because like menopause and stuff. And so, I try to kind of make myself feel better or look better as you're trying to get, kind of through those things. So whatever, if I can do something, then I try to do it. Okay, so I wrote a blog. I was feeling like I don't want to say like vulnerable, like timid, scared, or, whatever. But I was sitting there and I'd been talking to some moms, getting some interview things ready for them to be on podcasts because we've got several guests coming. And so we just started talking about things and what made us feel better and especially at our age, and just kind of looking at some different stuff. And so they were like, "Oh, I do this or I do that and stuff." And I started thinking, well, and then there was a couple others that were like asking questions. They're like,
Yeah.
"Oh, yeah, you don't look like you're 51, or something like that." And I'm like, "Oh, good," but so I was just kind of, thinking about all these things that come with empty nest and menopause and all that stuff, kind of with it. Honestly, it's not anything like super big. I was just kind of sitting there thinking, what are things that make me feel better? You know what I mean?
Right.
As just a human and just in living everyday life and that helps shift my mood. You were
Mhm.
talking about how the greenhouse kind of it's such a great shift
Yeah,
and
yeah.
stuff with it. And so nothing like that's life changing, but day changing, yes, it can like make or break my whole day,
Right.
um, with it. And so I thought, I want to write a podcast and just be like truthful, on like what I do or
Write a
what I
blog.
find. Yeah. And so, I just little things like Botox, right? Bring it all. Give me all of the Botox. Okay. I'm fine with it. It doesn't hurt my feelings at all. I do it.
Right.
Smooths that skin out, does so much stuff with it. But I also feel like I have a great person for that. And so in my blog, I have like 10 things that made me feel like instantly better. And so along with that, I didn't just stop. Like in my headings, I went ahead and tagged the places that I went just because I think they're phenomenal.
That's the extra little mile. I love
Yes.
that.
Yes, and I think it's so helpful. And so and we did get some coverage of some stuff, so we're gonna be
Currently
releasing
editing
that.
that. It's going to be
Yes.
perfect.
And so it's super exciting to me. Like I there for a while I was like, well, so no, I don't need Botox and I don't need filler and
Don't
and
need
all
any of
this stuff.
that.
I don't need any of that stuff. And then and we'll have her on as a guest on here too, but I have a friend and her name is Holly. And I remember it was 3 or 4 years ago now. And we have birthdays about the same time. She calls me up and she said, "Let's go get Botox." I said, "I'm not getting Botox. I'll get Botox I'll go with you." She's like,
Right.
"Come on. Let's hang out for the day today." And I don't even it was like rainy and nasty, stuff. And I'm like, "I'm not getting Botox." And she's like, "We have to get birthday Botox." And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, you did not say BB. That's like birthday Botox?" Then I was like, "I have to do it." So I was like, "Okay, fine." And so we went and we did birthday Botox. And so
That's so funny.
hooked, hooked ever since.
That's so
But
funny.
so I did tag the place that I go. I think they are phenomenal with it. And I think that everyone will see that coming up.
For sure.
Just a couple little things that I do, and like I tagged one of my favorite airports ever, that one of those that just kind of sticks in your mind and that you kind of don't forget and stuff. Just little things, that I like and that I think that we should be proud of and not let things kind of shift any other way with it, that it's, take pride in ourselves. And like I do that nad plus, and
Uh-huh.
I phenomenal, and you've seen him too, so I know that you agree, phenomenal doctor that I get that from.
Uh-huh.
Optimized Health, they're in Joplin, and I've tagged them in that as well. So you just click the heading and it'll take you there. He's phenomenal for weight loss. You know that.
Yes.
NAD plus, red light there's so many things that they have that, and do you not agree? He is probably one of the most caring, easy to talk to. He and his wife are in there. They also do that IV therapy.
Yes.
We do that with them. I mean, easiest people to talk to. They do virtual.
Mhm.
Such a great place. So I would highly encourage anyone reaching out, that's even just questions. I mean, because that was the first thing that we went in and we are like, oh my gosh, he was so nice and so easy to talk to.
Mhm.
So, that's kind of what hooked us,
Yeah,
I think,
definitely.
with it. So I just look at it and think, I don't think women need permission. No permission is needed for those things. But sometimes I feel like we need a gentle push, like birthday Botox, right?
Yeah,
Hooked.
yeah. A little persuasion?
Yeah, persuasion, very persuasive. Just
Yeah.
remember that when I've been that to you before.
Oh, I
It's
know.
it's been persuasive, not pushy.
Oh, I know.
Hmm.
So, if you haven't read the blog yet, I'll link it below in the show
Awesome.
notes.
Awesome. It's a good one, I think.
It's called 10 Little Things That Make a Day Better in Midlife.
I think it helps tremendously.
But also just sometimes you just have to sit there and ask yourself, like, what are my little things? And we went over that, like greenhouse for me and the
Yes.
little moments with my children that seem genuine.
Exactly. Exactly. I think that there's so much to be said for life is so tough. Life is so tough for everyone. And especially, I feel like for moms, I don't feel like we get the compassion that other people get. I mean, honestly, let's be honest. We don't get compassion. I think what it is like whenever we like reach a breaking point or something, it's always like, oh, she's crazy. I'm not crazy. I'm just a bitch, you know?
That's been your motto for years, though.
Yeah,
So
I'm not it's not menopause. Don't blame
I-
menopause.
I'm just a bitch.
Do not blame menopause. This is me, you know? Hmm. Home of honesty.
I love honesty. Speaking of
Home of, let
honesty,
me just tell you.
make sure that you sign up for our newsletter. I'll also link that below in the show notes.
We've got some
Um,
really good new stuff coming out to you.
yes, so think like real life, real conversation, honest reviews, different little things like that.
Yep. Good little space for moms to be and see and check out. And, you're bored and you want a little something to do, go up, check out those printables,
Yeah, yeah,
We've
the
got so
freebies.
many free things. We have a free page on there as well. But, something else that I'd like to point out is that we can put the subscribe now we can do that one link down there,
Mhm.
like we put on the socials, so they could just subscribe and start getting those. We send out weekly emails. Um, be the first to know on our freebies, be the first to know on our guests. We're going to start giving, I think you said free coffee away.
Yeah, so I have this idea where, um, you have to guess, like, how much I spend at the grocery store.
Yeah.
So, like, you see what's
The
in my
hall.
cart, whoever gets closest, I'm gonna send for a coffee or something, like,
Yes.
just
Yeah.
fun little things.
Yeah, no, I think that's exciting. And another thing, I think something to be excited about too is our merch lines that are going to be coming out and stuff with it.
Yes. Oh my
I
gosh.
just think they're so cute. And you guys, that little bird, I
Bird.
don't know what it is, but I love that little bird.
We should
That's
do a poll, and we need to
name it.
have everyone. Yes. Yes, we need to name it.
Name it. Name the bird. But I would also like to point out our socials are growing so big. And I love that because you put so much on there
Mhm.
with it. And you spend so much time doing that and getting it ready. I mean, you're our social media person, photographer. There's so much that you do. And so, you know, um, I think that that's so phenomenal. A lot of the stuff that you do, it just the creativity and all that stuff just really gets me all the time. But I think that as everyone should jump in because we're not just on like TikTok. We're on TikTok and Facebook and Instagram and Pinterest and
Pinterest.
YouTube and YouTube is a phenomenal place to see everything, a little bit of everything because we have our podcast along with our shorts on there as well.
Yes. Yes.
So, yeah. So I'm super excited, with everything that's coming with it and working on all of our interviews. So it won't just be you and I
I
just being
know.
crazy with it. And so, so excited to bring those moms on to tell their stories because we want real moms with real stories. We don't need all the fluff. Real moms, real stories, real laughs, even, sitting there hoping to help other moms and bringing everyone in for it. And so, if you would like to be on one of our podcast episodes, please, please, please feel free to reach out. We love guests, and we do everything that we can to try to get back with you guys as soon as possible on it. We have a couple that we have in line now, and they're going to be great stories. And so,
Or if
um,
you even know someone that you wanna nominate to come on and
yes,
tell their story, then
yes,
I will put in the show notes where you can nominate them and
awesome.
just go and check it out.
Awesome. Another thing that I would also like to let everyone know is we also are taking um, comments and stuff about places to go.
Yes.
We've had so many places reach out that are, mom owned,
Mhm.
or it doesn't have to be just mom owned, but places that, hey, check this out. This is a really phenomenal place. And, a lot of it is, if it's a small place, tell us. We'll go check it out as
Yeah.
much as possible. I mean, it might take us a little bit to get around. I know our calendar's getting pretty full, but we have some free time. And if we're in the area, then we're going to stop and see it. And if you see us out and about, stop and say hi. We're going to start being out, with our microphone and talking to moms and highlighting the moms in real life. I'm so excited for that. I'm so excited to be dropping in places and seeing moms and wow, hey, guess what? Your Walmart order was already paid for. I mean, we
Yes.
have so many surprises and so many sponsors coming on. So super exciting. Super exciting.
All right, guys, thank you so much for being here with us today. Seriously, the fact that you listen and you support and you share this space with us, it means more than we can even say. If something in this episode related to you, or if you found yourself nodding along and just thinking, wow, that is so relatable, we would love for you to share it with another mom who might need to hear a little bit of an encouragement. Don't forget to follow the podcast so that you never miss an episode. You can also find us over at theemptynestmom.com. Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube,
And don't forget to check out our LTK shop.
and our Walmart storefront.
Heck yeah, girl.
And just a reminder, you don't need permission to take up space in your life.
We love you guys, and we'll see you in the next episode.